My name is Alison Huynh, and this is my essay for This I Believe. I believe that it sucks to be me. It sucks being a teenager with uncontrollably raging hormones that sprouts acne across my face. I freak out when a new one grows and do all I can to make it less noticeable, which only results in its further irritation and growth. I constantly worry about my appearance and feel the need to touch up my makeup. I check the mirror just about every class period. It sucks being awkward in social situations. I can't make conversation. My way out, I give an awkward, high-pitched laugh, nothing near my usual voice. I give people dirty looks when I get an unexpected hug from behind. I tend to cringe when a guy hugs me. I go into panic mode when a cute guy tries to talk to me and just scurry away. I ignore strangers that say hi to me. I laugh during public speaking and am unable to form coherent sentences. It sucks having bad hearing. I always miss what the teacher is saying. I can't whisper if my life depended on it. I always give an annoying huh in just about every conversation. When this phrase is worn out, I would give people weird responses since I don't understand what they're saying and I feel weird asking them to repeat it several times. This is why I keep talking on the phone to a minimum and rely heavily on texting. It sucks being Asian. I've gotten my share of Chino insults in this community where I'm the minority. Since I'm Vietnamese, I find this very offensive. It sucks that my mother is a traditional Asian parent. She doesn't speak English. She has an odd job that brings in little money. I cannot talk or relate to her in any way. We can hardly communicate as it is, since her English is just as bad as my Vietnamese. She refuses to drive me anywhere, saying that she doesn't know the way or can't drive long distances. I can't have a boyfriend. Whenever I want to go out, however rare this occasion, she asks me if I'm going with a boy or a girl. If it's a boy, she asks if he's my boyfriend, and of course I say no. It sucks having Asian eyes. I wake up at 6 every morning to pack on my layers of rainbow-colored eyeshadow to make my eyes appear rounder, knowing that deep down people can still tell that I'm Asian. It sucks that my eyelashes don't curl and I waste about 10 minutes of my life each day gluing on false eyelashes. It sucks that most Asians are blessed with smooth, silky hair, while I, on the other hand, waste time frying mine every morning. It sucks being the youngest in my family. My sister finds it amusing to make me cry, knowing that she wields this power over me. It sucks that my brother finds it okay to steal my things and insult my appearance and personal style. It sucks that I've hardly dated throughout high school. At one point, I thought that I found my perfect catch. He was hot, Hispanic, funny, mature, everything that I was looking for, but he turned out to be a player as well. It sucks that I'm still having a hard time getting over him. I'm happy with the way I am, for the most part, but I believe it still sucks to be me.
Hi, my name is Alan Lai. This is my essay for This I Believe. I believe that people ought to challenge themselves in school in order for them to succeed later in life. Many individuals can get through tasks by doing the bare minimum. The lack of extra effort shows that people are not willing to push themselves to the very best. I remember my experience as an incoming high school student back in 2005. At first, I did not know what to expect since I entered a new chapter of life. During my freshman and sophomore years, I took accelerated courses to gain a greater understanding of the subject. In addition, I wanted to prepare myself for the strenuous workload I will encounter in college. The 2 years ended, and I don't happen to gain that much from these courses. In my junior and senior years, I was given the opportunity to take honors and AP courses. Prior to enrolling in these classes, I thought the workload would not be too bad. The first 2 years seemed fine and smooth. What other obstacles could wear me down? After several weeks into my junior year, I paid the price. The workload was so intense that I did not have time to have fun. Not only did I lack the time to socialize, I had to put a temporary end to extracurricular activities and clubs. It seemed like I had no time to spare. Sometimes, my parents would see me doing my homework in the middle of the morning. In the worst circumstances, I do not get a chance to go to sleep. On those days, I would drink a cup of coffee to keep me awake in school. The consequences of taking too many honors AP courses can be deadly, but it benefited me after all. I realized that by taking all these rigorous courses, I can get a taste of what college is like. Also, it will help prepare me for upcoming challenges I will encounter later in life. This would include working in a job and starting my own family. I feel like I'm a step ahead of everyone else who decides not to challenge themselves in school.
This I Believe by John Lau. Pricey luck. I believe that luck comes with a price. Luck is not something that I have come to like ever since the incident that has still frightened me today. The day this incident happened was the same day I won the $300 prize off of a Chinese New Year's festival in 2005. I only entered the drawing because my mother made me, and I didn't even expect to win. My mom and I were driving back home from the festival when we had just gone past the 7-Eleven store. A car that was parked by the side turned left without looking to his side and hit the side of our car that I was sitting in. It scared the hell out of me, but it only left a tiny dent on the back side of the car. For the next 2 days, my mother was too scared to drive, but we had to. On the third day, when my mother decided to drive, another car accident occurred, and this one was worse than the first. The car was pushed so hard that I nearly went flying to the opposite side. My mother became extremely terrified this time, and I was able to see it in her face. She even went to get guidance through religious means and prayed to the altar at our house every day. I felt like it was my fault for winning the $300 prize. Ever since this incident, I was never happy about being lucky. Being lucky was now a bad luck for me, and I despised it, but it was impossible for me to prevent it. Over the years, I have learned to make luck seem less intimidating for myself. I would try to best think that the lucky incidents that occurred to me were a sign of me working hard. I would look to them as rewards for stressing. Overall, as much as I despised luck, it was not in my control. It was part of my religion as well. While my family prays for a lucky day every day, I pray for a good day. While my family prays to win lots of money in Las Vegas, I pray that they don't lose too much money. The good thing was that my mother was sued for both car accidents and won in both cases. None bad had occurred as a result of the winning, so it was not luck.
This is Tony Lee with my essay for This I Believe. I believe in herbs and spices. I've always enjoyed working in the kitchen. I told myself that when I grow up and become an amateur cook, I would grow my own herb garden and build my own spice rack. I envy those professional chefs such as Emerald or Rachel Ray when they pull out cloves of garlic or sprigs of rosemary from their neat little containers on their countertops. I crave the power that they wield in their hands, the power to add flavor and taste. Herbs and spices have a much greater effect on dishes than their size may suggest. No larger than an egg timer, each sprig, leaf, clove, seed, or powder packs a punch of taste. A pinch of cayenne can sear a tongue, and a stick of cinnamon can sweeten a batch of pastries. A few needles of rosemary can water one's mouth when cooked with lamb or beef. I believe that every recipe should contain at least one herb or spice. Use a different one each time you cook. Chill with a leaf of mint, or heat up your day with some paprika. Add salt and pepper to taste, at the very least. Use a sparing amount because too generous of an amount can be deathly overwhelming. Cooking with herbs and spices represents a microcosm of our lives. I believe that one needs to spice up life at least once a day. It is those little herbs and spices that we decide to add into our lives that gives it its kick and edge. Similar to adding herbs and spices in cooking, the little things that we do now will affect our lives later. Life without risks or adventures tastes boring and goes by slowly, like watching ratatouille gradually simmer. Be daring to add flavor and color to jazz up life. Saffron brings out an energetic yellow, and chervil adds an optimistic green. Do one thing every day that scares you, stated Eleanor Roosevelt. Do something you have never done before or have been afraid to do. Make a new friend. Learn a dance. Sing a song. Perform in front of a crowd. However, do not merely dwell over one action. Indulge yourself in a plethora of adventures. Explore all the options that you can do to spice up your life. So go ahead, add the tarragon or vanilla. Your béarnaise sauce will taste a little bit richer and your life will taste a little bit sweeter.